Welcome to Balloonisher War Journal. Today we'll be discussing the minigun. When you absolutely have to kill everyone with kindness in the room. You're going to take a 6 260s, inflate them, leaving roughly about a hand. Now, I pre-inflated some just to take time off. You are going to tie these together, double knotting, removing your knots. Hold on to that. Tie these two together as well. What we're going to do is we're going to create sort of a wagon wheel, a spider web look. And generally that's what people think you're making whenever you do this. Are you making a spider web? No, I'm not. We're going to start with the barrel and work our way towards the end. So here is how it should start off. Just like that. Now you can add bubbles in the center. This is basically what we would call in the business a small cake weave. You add little bubbles in the center to keep them all together. Then we're going to create about a ½ inch bubble here, and this is going to become one of your barrels. So as I said, 2 other balloon artists out there, this is a small cake weave. So I'm now going to take this balloon, send that over. Or if you're not a balloon artist, you're a gun enthusiast, and yet you want to keep some older kids happy by impressing them with balloons, you can do this. I've made this at airsoft parties, laser tag parties, and I've taken this with me to cons. It's a nice lightweight way to get some attention and let people know you mean business. And you don't want to go any larger than this, because then it looks ridiculous, and you don't want a balloon gun to look ridiculous. A balloon gun looks ridiculous. Now, that happens, adapt and reform. Remember, never let them see you sweat. Here we have the beginning of our balloon chamber. So now, you're just going to roll all of it together using another 260. Creating a pinch twist here. Hug your balloon. Just don't let it pop. Once again, second attempt. Now, here we are, straighten that out. We can sort of hide this twist by moving it to sort of an empty area. And then we are going to do it one more time. Pinch twist there. Stretch and massage. Touch that down to the bottom here. And take another 260. The minigun is the final evolution of the Gatling gun. And so you've got the illusion of it rotating and firing, but you're never actually going to rotate and fire it. But you do want to keep these barrels straight and together. Okay, we've got our barrel done. We want to start working on our body. Now what we're going to do here is we are going to tie this off by combining all the balloons there. You're going to take a 646 black, inflate. Start removing your 260s. Make sure that your 646 and your 260s are combined. And you can save some of these because you'll need to add another 646 at some point to create the cooling chamber. Okay, here we go. I pre-inflated another 646 so I can start adding in that cooling chamber. Yep. Only that guy doesn't want to stay put. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'll deal with you later. Okay, so this guy doesn't want to cooperate. So we're going to get rid of this guy. All right, we'll start working on finishing the barrel, cooling chamber, and the handle. So we've inflated at 350. We're now wrapping around to secure the chambers. We're going to cut and inflate the rest of this 260. So this is going to help strengthen and keep your barrel straight. Remove your excess, create a pinch twist to hide your knot. Now this part here, this is where it gets tricky. So I've got to make a decision here. Do I continue with the second cooling chamber or do I start with the handle? I'll come back to it in a minute. All right, inflate 260 black. Attached to this pinch twist right here. Wrap around your 646, nice and tight. Keeping your 350 centered, right about there. You want the 260 to go down sort of in between the two 646s. You're going to create a pinch twist, and you're going to wrap around the 646 one more time. If you've run out of air, stretch, pull, twist, add another 260. I always like to keep my work clean. So now, I'm going to go around that other 646. And this is going to help me create the handle, so I'm glad I did this first. So now this gives me an attachment point for the handle to then come backwards. As you twist here, send the 260 back down told you 646 is here. Tie that off. Right there in the middle. Creating a pinch twist for the handle. Another pinch twist there. Now the minigun has a red button. If you've got the time, add it to this pinch twist right here. If you don't have the time, move on. Straighten out your minigun at this point. It's going to start looking real sloppy if you do not. Start making sure that chamber looks straight. Make sure the pinch twists are doing their job, holding everything straight. Okay. Nope. And just don't pop the 646, because then you got to start all over again. Sometimes that's the negative to pre-inflating balloons. Okay. If you pop the balloon, pull it right through the middle of your 260, and hope that you don't pop the 260 while doing so. So, one never plans on popping a balloon unless you're actually pulling it off to complete an action. But I'm glad it happens when it does, so you can see how I deal with it. Now, I'm going to tie the ends of the 646s off. We don't have little nipples here. Get rid of those. Same thing for this side. All right. Now we're going to finally finish up that handle. So far, 646 is here, chamber here, handle here. Now we need to create our guide. Almost fully inflated 350. This is going to go around your chambers, your barrel. You're going to need about 2 of these. You can tie them together, pinch twist one of them off, so I'm adding a pinch twist there. Now this has got to sort of float freely in front of the minigun. And how you're going to straighten it and strengthen it is by attaching a couple 260s, which I'll show you to do in a minute. So, we're going to add this area right in front here. The one that looks like it's about to pop, that's going to become your pinch twist. Now you can keep that and add that to your trigger, or you can get rid of it. Just depends on how fast you want this done. So here, I'm going to create an X. Sorry, not an X, a V. Tie that there. I'm going to take a 260, and this is where we attach the trigger. So I'm going to take that V, I'm going to attach it to the pinch twist over the cooling chambers. Keep that sort of locked in place. Now, I'm going to create a loop twist and go over the bar next to the V. I'm going to pull this back to go near the trigger. And then create a second loop twist. Try to give it that aesthetic look that the minigun has. There we have our minigun, ready for combat. I'm Balloonisher. Thanks for watching Balloonisher War Journal.